I think Microsoft are building a Teams operating system. Let's call it Teams OS for short. And with that, I think there are many things that have been announced by Microsoft that, you know what, if you just start putting those little pieces together as a little puzzle, it goes down perfectly for Microsoft to be releasing a Teams OS. How wonderful it would be able to have a more secure, lightweight device for any kind of users, bringing those Microsoft 365 applications into Teams, no matter where you are, both offline and if you're connected to the internet. Welcome to the Value Add. I'm Alex Pierce. Let's get stuck in. Microsoft have made a raft of announcements over the last 12 months, and I don't mean all the AI and Copilot stuff. I mean the collaboration and communication platforms that they've got built into that Microsoft 365, Office 365 product suite. And with that, they've announced that actually a lot of their applications from Outlook to OneDrive are actually now progressive web applications. But what is a progressive web application? I think it's quite key to some of this thinking around Teams as an operating system. So what we have with progressive web apps, or PWAs for short, is this ability to be able to create a web application, an application that runs in the browser in a common technology. That is mainly HTML, CSS. They run on Windows, on Mac, on iOS. So whether that is an iPad or on an Android device, you update this application for the browser in your server location, and it instantly is available to you in any of those different locations. Great for developers, great for companies like Microsoft building out applications, because you build that out as a SaaS or as a PaaS solution, and straight away, everybody's got those features that are out. You haven't got to get them necessarily to do a update, an install change, and it really does help support progressing your application, hence why they're called progressive web applications. Now, my first kind of eyesight of a progressive web application was the new Outlook. So when you start looking at Copilot for Microsoft 365, one of the requirements at this moment in time is that you must be on this new Outlook version. And with this, it opens up a web-based version from your desktop icon. So I've got it installed on my machine. I click on that. I have to wait a couple of seconds and it kind of loaded that web page. But if I'm sat on a train at this moment in time, it doesn't have offline features. So I don't have this ability to be able to go off and actually do any of my email when I'm on the move. But according to the Microsoft roadmap, we are getting that in the near future. But there are many more progressive web applications that have been announced by Microsoft. Now, they're not going out and saying, oh, we're building another progressive web app, we're building another progressive web app. No, what they've done is they're focused obviously on what that end user product does. So something like OneDrive is an example. We're now at version 3. It's a progressive web application. It can be actually seen in the browser. In the last couple of days, it's now started rolling out into Teams. So the Files application is now been renamed to OneDrive, and you can see it there too. That has also been announced. It's going to have offline view. So all of a sudden, you're going to be able to open up your Teams. And if you're not connected to the internet, you're going to be there looking at your files in an offline mode as if it was the web application rather than just a file structure. Progressive web applications are coming in more. We've actually seen some of them for a long time. The Office Online features that you've been able to use, maybe when you create files and you open them inside of Teams, when it opens natively inside of the Teams application, this is already Word, Excel, PowerPoint. These are some of those long legacy applications that we've seen. So it's not something new for Microsoft. They have been doing it for some time. So if you start looking at the trend that you probably never thought that actually your OneDrive would end up being a progressive web application one day. And you've got Outlook. You've now got the new Planner, bringing all those tasks into a single place. Now, Microsoft are integrating this into Teams. And Satya Nadella, the Microsoft CEO, came out about 4 years ago now and said, we want you to think differently around Microsoft Teams. We want you to think Teams as a platform, not as a solution. We want you to integrate with it. And within a couple of months, they had noticed the Viva brand. a whole raft of different kind of user experience products that are integrated and surfaced inside of Teams. So all of a sudden we go, well, actually, what can we do with this? With Viva Connections, we can actually bring in a SharePoint page and we can have it surface through there, and things have improved and changed. So you can have multiples of these. We can build our own applications, and we can build those again into that left-hand navigation we see inside of Teams, and we can actually have it as an application. Do we actually build our applications now as a progressive web application? Do we put offline mode into this? So once we've kind of got some concept around how some of those web applications can be brought into Teams, Microsoft have demonstrated this, and they're adding more. All of a sudden, is Teams going to be our location that we go for as part of our everyday collaboration? If it's got OneDrive in there, why do I need to go to Edge? Why do I need to go to Chrome to open my files? I can do it natively inside of Teams. If Outlook is a web application, could that be serviced inside of Teams? And all of a sudden, do we actually have Teams as an operating system? Do I need any other applications for a lightweight frontline user, for a student at a school, for somebody that just wants a lightweight device to be able to carry around? It's going to be a lot more secure than maybe trying to cover the whole Windows 11 kind of side of things. It's all kind of web-based. So actually, is the actual cyber security and the fact we might need malware and antivirus, does that dramatically get reduced because of this? And all of a sudden, having Teams as an operating system is a huge opportunity for Microsoft to be able to be competitive against the Google Chromebook, to still be able to do emails, browse the web, keeping it safe, but bringing third-party applications to be surfaced inside of that lightweight device. Maybe, just maybe, Teams is the future for all of your applications, but also it may well be the future for Teams as an operating system. I hope that you can see some of my thinking here. I don't have any insight. I have no idea, but if Microsoft, if you're watching this, this would be very much welcome from my point of view in the marketplace. Teams as a platform plus progressive web applications, maybe. That is the future, as Teams as an operating system. If you found this video useful, please do like and subscribe. Got many more ideas and more concepts around this. I hope to see you soon on the Value Add.